Being an avid movie maker, I thought I would write a poem about some of my favorite movies. It's called Movie Time. When I was a young boy, movies cost only a dime whenever I could raise that amount from time to time. Off to see my favorite cowboy pictures. As a Saturday afternoon matinee I would go. Sometimes I would take my little brother and we would watch them over and over. As the years went by, and to this very day, I still enjoy them, I'm very happy to say. Whenever I played with my boyhood friends, it was always cowboys and Indians. Herewith are some of my favorite heroes who starred in those films. As you read this, maybe you will somehow remember some of them. I saw Ken Maynard in My Little Buckaroo, Lash LaRue, who gave those rustlers a whip or two. Then there was the Range Rider, Buck Jones, Tim McCoy, and Robert Hatton, too. I watched the great Johnny Mack Brown, who did tame many of those western towns. I first saw John Wayne with Crash Corrigan and Lullaby Jones as the Three Musketeers. There was always the afternoon serial to see. It always left you to wonder who next week's victor would be. I saw Gene Autry, who sang a song while riding his horse Champion. And oh yes, there was the king of the cowboys, Roy Rogers, and his girl Dale. He too sang riding his horse, Trigger, down the trail. Robert Taylor came along and played Billy the Kid. The Lone Ranger had a mask behind which his face was hid. He would ride away with a wave and a shout, "Hi-yo, Silver, away!" followed by Tonto and his horse Scout. Later, Clark Gable rode across the Great Divide to hunt, trap, fish, and he found an Indian bride. There were many stories about hunters and trappers told, and as I watched these shows, I lived them even as I grew old. My favorite hero is most surely John Wayne. Another comes to mind is the gunfighter Shane. While the Duke guarded the jail with his pals, he often took time to court and kiss the gals. He went north to Alaska with George and Billy too. He drove his horses to Mexico to save some Rebs he knew. For years he chased Scar to rescue his niece Debbie. His heroic deeds never seemed to cease, as Big Jake from kidnapping his grandson he would save, while as J.D. Kill he made his sons dig money from a grave. In real life, he had 3 sons who starred in some of his films. And in the Cowboys, he adopted 10 boys who loved him. He starred and directed in his biggest show when he was Davy Crockett at the Alamo. Big John, he was always tall and straight. He showed those pilgrims the way to Heaven's Gate. As you know, in the Shootist is where he met his fate. Now he's gone to where all the good cowboys go. I don't care that much about going to the movies anymore, to the movie show. The heroes of today are not much honor do they hold. Those heroes of mine would die before they would break the code. They would never cross the line for money or gold. But the heroes of today will do all sorts of foul deeds to get the loot, the women, and any other needs. I will be happy just to watch my old returns and revel in the glory of those days when things were simple and a lot more fun. Can I say something else? And I want to thank the cameraman and his crew. Thank you very much.